Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to today's episode. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Let me turn this light off, see if... Nope. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to kind of take you around the scenes to show you the new craft table or what's becoming of the new craft table, should I say. I have some things I want to show you, and we will do also a regular sit-down podcast too, so it's going to be a little bit mixture of different things today. We're going to mix it up, but let's get into it. Grab yourself something cozy, cold, warm, whatever your perfect beverage is. Today I have made myself an iced coffee with some cold foam on top. Yeah, it says iced tea. I love this jar. So yeah, grab yourself something cozy to drink and let's get into today. All right, so first things first, I will put in a clip here. We started on my craft table. I found a table that came with some plans and all the materials you need and every step to make it on Etsy. I will link that down below. So my husband and I went to Lowe's last weekend and bought the materials, and on last Friday, he started working on it. And so I will put some clip in of him working on that outside. So I'm gonna go outside. They're outside right now because I need to sand them today. The shelves the sides of the table, which are the shelves, are already built, and I just have to sand them so they can get ready for paint, and then we can put the top on it. So let me go show you because I need to get this done today. Oh, it's a little bright. See my little fall wreath I made years ago. Yeah, I love it. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go outside and take a look at these. All right, guys, so here is the base of the table. There is two cabinets. So there's two of them. I need to sand them today, but I'm so excited. So there's the sides, and then these are the fronts. So they will sit about, I think it's 56 inches is where, from the one side of the table to the other, where the table is going to sit in the room. I'll show you guys all of that later, so definitely keep watching for next week's episode. Hopefully next week I have a little bit more progress on it. I can't promise it's going to be done because I still have to sand it, paint it. We have to get the tabletop put on it, and then sand and paint that. I'll probably do all the sanding and painting before we put everything together. We will eventually get it in the room. I'm thinking I want to paint it kind of like a dusty gray blue. I don't know. I've seen some pictures of craft tables that I like that are kind of that color, but definitely going to research it a little bit more and then decide. The tabletop I definitely want to be white. But you guys, I can't wait. I'm so excited for this. So, gonna get to sanding after this. I will definitely be showing you the process though. I'll put some clips in of me sanding the table today. And then, yes, like I said, stay tuned for the next week or the next couple weeks to see the finished project. So yes, subscribe to the channel so that you can see the next phase of that table. All right, so today I started trying to get a little bit more out of the laundry room. I really want to get that all out of there so I can get the laundry room back, but I need the table to be done because I want to use the shelves and the tabletop to move more stuff. I still need to get the grids for my office so I can get all my shop yarn hung up in there to free up some space in here. But you guys, when I started going through the laundry room, I have a lot of fiber. Don't let me ever say I need to get some more fiber because I have so much fiber. Now, I think I'm gonna have to take a lot of it, and I think I'm going to end up putting it on my drum carder and blending a bunch together, like all the same, so I can make something out of it. Because I think I've told you guys before, a lot of fiber that I have is literally like for maybe single skeins. And like there's just, I mean, there is stuff you can do with single skeins, but I want to do a bigger project. So I think that once I get everything settled and get, you know, stuff done, when I start getting, doing some fiber prep, I'm definitely going to have the mindset to prep the fiber for like a sweater. That's what I definitely want to do. So let me just show you real quick what I've got going on. All right, so it is a lot of fiber. So I have some in here. I have fiber. I have some fiber in here. And then I have some fiber down here. And then you guys look at all this. I have, like, this whole basket is full of fiber. This whole bag right here is full of fiber. I have this bag full of fiber. I have so much fiber. And then, yes, this is all fleece that I bought. It's this and this one are alpaca. It's kind of like a dark gray. And then this one is a merino. It's a brown merino. And my plans for this was to, so Jillian Eve, she's a spinner. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of her before. So she had a whole course thing on like from fleece to fiber to sweater. And so I forget exactly what it was called, but I had done that a few years ago, and I bought all the fleece for it because I wanted to blend the merino and the alpaca. So I think it was like 70 merino, 70 merino and 30% alpaca. And so I started dyeing the brown merino, like this deep purple. And then I was blending it with the dark gray alpaca. And so I do have some bats that I have like already made up of those. I don't have enough. And so I had started just a small spin to try and make a sample. I don't know where the samples are right now. I'm still like trying to clean things out. I know I have them though. Just to kind of see which blend I liked and all of that. So I still need to do that. I mean, I still want to do that. So, I mean, that's something like I really feel like I need to get going on, because I've had the fleece for a bit and I need to wash it and get it all ready and make sure everything is still good with it. So yeah, it's a process and I need to get it done. It's just, you know, I need the time to do it, but I really I need to do something, or I need to get rid of it or something. Like it needs some love. It needs to be made something beautiful out of. And so hopefully soon that will start happening. But let me also show you this other fiber. And I still have fiber in the laundry room and a little like plastic drawer thing. I don't think I have a whole lot more, but I want to say I probably have like 5 or 6 bats. So like I definitely don't need any more fiber. But a couple years ago at the DFW Fiber Fest, I bought all this beautiful fiber to blend with, you know, to make bats and all that good stuff. So I need to make something like fun, something that, because I know I could blend a lot of these and just make beautiful, beautiful garments, beautiful things. So I just need to start getting all that fiber out blending it, spinning it, and making something beautiful out of it. So hopefully you will see more of that to come in the future. But other than that, I really haven't done much else in the rooms other than, yeah, just trying to organize. But then I feel like I'm still gonna move things around because of the desk and not having the grids yet for the wall in my office. So yeah, still a lot's gonna change. So I really don't wanna take you all the way through that because I feel like it's just gonna keep changing until the craft table gets done and in here and all of that. But definitely subscribe to this channel so that you can see when I do actually get all of that ready and done. All right, guys, I think that is it for like taking you around, and let's get into today's video. All right, guys, welcome to episode 58 of the Brazos Fiber Works channel. So you did see a little clip already today of a little bit different, but I did want to show you guys the coming along of the craft table. And yes, all of that fiber I found. If this is your first time watching, I am Jennifer. I am the owner and dyer behind Brazos Fiber Works. And this is my channel where I like to talk all things fiber related, sewing sometimes, life news, shop news. I do have a hand-dyed yarn shop where I have hand-dyed yarn, project bags, notions, all that good stuff. It is brazosfiberworks.com. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I am Brazos Fiber Works. I have a Facebook group called Brazos Fiber Works. And on Ravelry, I am jnbcrafty. And we also have a group over on Ravelry where we have make-alongs, knit-alongs, just, you know, hang out. We have a monthly sock knit along going on this year. I just opened up a holiday projects thread, so please, if you would like to join in a group, please head over to Ravelry, join in on the Brazos Fiber Works group, introduce yourself, and become a part of our fiber community. Last thing, if you need to get a hold of me, you can email me, jennifer@brazosfiberworks.com. So like I said, today is episode 58. It is Wednesday, September 17th. I am located in North Central Texas, and this weekend is the DFW Fiber Fest. So I am so excited. I am going to head up there on Friday and do some shopping. And if you happen to see me, please stop me and say hello. Me and my husband is going to go up with me. He really just loves going and being supportive of me and all my fiber adventures, and so I can't wait to go this weekend. I really wish we had more fiber festivals around here. I think maybe down in South Texas they have one, other one, I'm not sure. I definitely wish we had more fiber festivals. Like, I feel like everybody gets on the East Coast. That would just be so much fun. We'd get to, you know, hang out with one another more often, see one another more often, because I feel like the only time I really see a bunch of fiber people, friends, is when I go to the DFW Fiber Fest. And that's just not enough for the year. But welcome to today's episode. Like I said earlier, if you haven't grabbed yourself something to drink, please do. I have my iced coffee. But today I only have one finished object. I have 2 works in progress. I did cast on a new project. But that's all I've been working on, other than like trying to get things ready and dye up yarn for my new project. But let's get into that. Sorry, I feel like I have a hair. All right, so my first finished object is one that I dyed some self-striping yarn for my summer collection. And a while ago, I had like 3/4 of one sock done. So I ended up finishing the pair of socks. This is on my platinum fingering base. It is a self-striping yarn, and the colorway is Summer Lemonades. So I finally finished them. I have them off of the needles. I think I have a little bit of yarn left over. I think enough to do like one whole one, because ideally I want to keep one whole sock for show, so that I have something to show the colorway for the shop. And so I think I'm gonna knit up a whole one sock, and that way I can actually either wear these myself or give them to somebody. But yeah, I absolutely love them. I just did a vanilla sock. I used the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern on magic glue. I did 20 rows in a 2x2 ribbing. I believe I did around almost 70. I just stopped at the stripe. I think I'm getting 5 stripes per color. And then I just did a like the pattern, the heel and gusset. And then it's for a 7.5, 8 women's. So, yep, super excited. Love these. I definitely am going to see if I can find another pair of these sock blockers at the DW Fiber Fest. I found there used to be somebody years ago who had a booth, and I haven't seen her in the last couple of years because I literally looked all the time, and so I haven't seen anybody. But if you know anybody who does like the wooden ones with the different like shapes and things, please put it down below in the comments, because I definitely, if I can't find one this weekend, I definitely want to grab some more. I love these. All right, of course I had to change batteries because I never make sure that how full this battery is, but this one says it's fully charged. So let's get on with today's video. All right, so that was my first, that was my only finished object. So just the socks. But my new cast on. So you guys remember last week I was talking about I wanted to make my son-in-law a stocking for Christmas. So I dyed up some yarn for it. I will put a picture here of that. And he loves dinosaurs. So I have a doodle pattern from Pacific Knit Co. And I have a Christmas one from them also from last year when I made my daughter's stocking. So I combined those two. So far, here is what I have. I absolutely love it. I know he's going to enjoy it. So I did, off of the Christmas one, I did this doodle. And then I did this one that has the dinosaur. I did this one that has the holly leaves. There's some more dinosaurs, some candy canes, and then this dinosaur. So that's what I have so far. And it says to go 11 inches down and then start the heel. So I am ready for the heel. So I'm gonna put that in and then just keep going. I really feel like if I keep knitting on this, I will be done by next week, which if I get this one done, I'm definitely going to have time to make my son and my daughter-in-law one. So, but yeah, I feel like he is just going to love it. I sent a picture to my daughter and I was like, look what I have so far. And she's like, dang, that's looking so good. So yeah, I think he's gonna enjoy it. So that is what I have going on. It is DK weight. I used the stocking pattern that came with the Christmas doodles last year from Pacific Knit Co. I will link that below. So then my last works in progress is my Sweet Shot blanket that has my Grinch Advent that I did last year. So here it is. Oh, my daughter's calling. All right, guys, sorry about that. My daughter called and I haven't spoken to her over the phone in about a week, so had to take that call. So let's get back into my final whip. So like I said, my final whip is my Sweet Shop blanket by Penrose, and it's using my Brazos Fiber Works Advent. All right, so it's using my Brazos Fiber Works Advent from last year, 2024. It was the Grinch themed. And so here's what I have. Hopefully you can see that all so far. So I've already done one round of the 24 colors. I'm on my second round of 24 colors. And so I finished this one last night. I started this one. I just have to finish that. My goal is to have this done before Advent starts this year. So yeah, that's definitely what I want to be getting done, other than like making the stockings and all that. So, but I love it. I used the, so the Advents were fingering weight. I held them double. And then I did the black for the main color. I just thought it would look so good with these vibrant colors from last year. So I'm so excited. I really want to get this done. I think I'm going to put an I-cord edge around the whole thing also. But yeah, it's coming along. But that is all I have for works in progress this week and finished objects. Maybe next week we'll see a finished stocking. I don't know. But for my son and my daughter-in-law, so my son, he's a big Star Wars fan. My daughter-in-law loves cats and Taylor Swift. So I kind of need to find out what other things she likes, because with going to the DFW Fiber Fest this weekend, Pacific Knit Co. is going to be there, and I would really like to find some doodles to go with those themes so that I can incorporate those into their stockings. So we shall see. I'll let you guys know next week. I'll show all the fun stuff that I end up getting from there. I think the only things that I know that I want to look for is yarn for my son-in-law's sweater, and then the doodles for the stockings. Other than that, I don't know. We'll just have to go and see what, you know, fancies my eye. Let's see, shop news. So I have all my shops, like I talked about last week, is going to be, I'm going to try to put all of everything that I have in stock on there. I'm just trying to get it organized. It's still all in cubbies, and I really want to get the grids, hang everything on there so I can physically see what I have in stock, what I need to dye up, and then put all of that into my shop. So yeah, hopefully that will get worked out. I do have, once I get my sewing table done, I have project bags I'm gonna work on, because now that like I have some cubbies in here, I have all the material laying in the cubbies, and I'm like, I need to get this stuff used up. I want to buy some new material for the holidays and all that kind of stuff, but I really want to use what I already do have. And so hopefully we'll get that sewing table done soon. I can start working on those so I can put those in my shop. And yeah, I don't have any plans so far to do any trunk shows, but if anybody wanted me to come to their yarn shop that's in like a reasonable distance from where I am, I would love to do that. So yeah, let me know if you know any shops here in Texas that do trunk shows, and maybe I can get in contact there with them and figure out one weekend that may work, or during the week that may work for that. That would be super awesome. I would love to do it. I did one last year in, I think, December at Crafty Studio. That's down south, and yes, we had so much fun. I loved it, and yeah, I'd be willing to do another one of those. whenever the time comes. But other than that, it's kind of all I have right now for shop news. I do have a bunch of yarn ready to dye for self-striping. So I'm gonna get hopefully on that this next week and hopefully be able to show you some of those here next week on the next episode. And yeah, I'm super excited about that. Life news, like I said, DFW Fiber Fest is on Friday, so I'm so excited to get to go to that. I love going to fiber festivals, and that's really the only one I get to go to. So other than that, we still just have our trip planned in November. Both of my kids are planning on coming for Christmas. So hopefully all of that works out. I know when I talked to my daughter today, she said one of her bosses had reached out to her and, you know, because, you know, she's trying to take all this time off in December for different things. So, you know, she has to do what's best for her. So, you know, hopefully she still gets to come for Christmas. If not, hopefully we can work something out. But yeah, that's all I got here, guys. I hope you guys are making beautiful things. If you guys are knitting projects for the holiday, please head over to Ravelry, join our Brazos Fiber Works group, join in on our holiday projects page, our thread, and let us know what you're working on. Show us some pictures, show us what you plan on working on. I'm gonna go in there today and update my stocking because I had shown the colors that I dyed for it, but I hadn't put anything on there because I wanted to wait till this video comes out. But of course, if I do it today, they're gonna see it before, which is totally fine. I was just kind of waiting. So, but yeah, if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and join us also on Ravelry with all of our threads we have going on over there. If you're a returning viewer, thank you guys so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a great week, great making. We will see you back here next week. Bye.